Welcome back, trainer. So we're going to be taking a look at our second Boulder Cup here in Anchorage. I did participate, as you can see here. I will get into the commentary for the battles here in just a moment, but first I wanted to take a look at my team, as you can check out my first battle here. So I do have Marshtomp, Skarmory, Infernape, Hitmonchan, Swampert, and Medicham. As you can see, the Infernape is a new addition to my team. This actually helped me out quite a bit. Now, this did replace my Melmetal, and I was thinking to myself, Melmetal is great, especially obviously going up against the Skarmory. That is basically all you're going to want to use it for, and I didn't use it too much in the last tournament. Yes, I could have in certain situations, but it's so risky, seeing that it's going to be weak to a lot of things in this tournament. And I was thinking to myself, okay, what else can I replace it with that can, cover the Skarmory as well as other Pokemon to help me get that coverage, like Breloom and as well as Magneton, because those can be troublesome if you don't have the right counter at the right time. So this right here worked just great. Super happy I put it on my team. We have Fire Spin, Flamethrower, and Close Combat. I might have done Close Combat once, but I'm pretty sure just Flamethrower all the way. So it did exactly what I wanted it to do and take out those Skarmories, as well as a Magneton, which you will see here in a little bit. So I'm very happy with that switch that I did there. Hitmonchan, and I didn't not use it because it's not great or anything. It's just it didn't really call for it to my judgment, right? And then of course Marshtomp, just like we went over, and Swampert going up against a Marshtomp, and then you have Swampert as well here. Face to face, you're going to get your Surf off first using your Swampert. The energy gain is just slightly quicker on this guy as opposed to the Marshtomp, and that's just the way it is. Literally every matchup that I did, even including test battles, the Swampert just came out on top. You want to go with this one. Not that Marshtomp isn't bad, that's why I have them both, just in case I wanted to put them both on my team. It's a bit risky though, because if somebody does have Breloom, you could be put in a bad situation if you switch out, for instance, and you can't get your Skarmory in there, or probably my Infernape, then it's just going to go down extremely quick. Took the risk, and I went with both of them, just like last time. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these battles. Elliegantly, let's go. She was my second challenger. So now you're going to be able to see the Surf getting off first before the Marshtomp on the Swampert here. And we're just going to continue to mash those out, doing plenty of damage to that Marshtomp there. I'm going to go ahead and shield because I'm in a very comfortable situation. I'm going to be able to get these serves off fairly quick, and even if I use my shields, I know I'm going to be able to get through that Marshtomp and do a little bit of damage to the next Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and do this Surf again and continue on here. She does block, so now I'm kind of forced to use my shield too because I'm already committed at this point. And then we're just going to go ahead and get off that Surf. I could have continued on with my quick move, but it wouldn't have been enough, and she probably would have been able to get another Surf off. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a Surf there for that Hitmonchan, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Skarmory here. I have no more shields. Pretty bad situation. I was surprised she didn't hit me with a Fire or Thunder Punch. I do believe she might have messed up there. So we're going to come in with our Infernape, taking quite a bit of damage, but I'm ready for whatever she has, and I knew there was a Skarmory coming, and that's why I was putting my Infernape last and just waiting for everybody who had it. Whenever they did bring it out, that Infernape was going to come in and just hit him with that Fire Spin and Flamethrower and do massive damage. And I'm telling you what, folks, it worked every single time. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go into the second match here. And I'm going to start off with Swampert yet again, and she's going in with the Skarmory. So this is a decent matchup for me. I'm going to be able to get off these Surfs quicker than she's going to be able to get off those Sky Attacks. And she did not shield the first one there, and I'm able to get off another Surf here. And I do believe she was having troubles going up against other trainers, so what would happen is her Pokemon would pop up at the bottom, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you run into this, including myself, where your team would pop up and you can't hit your charge moves. So you're forced to continuously attack or switch, which is a big problem. I personally would call, redo the match, but she just continued on because she was, trying to get it over with, not just get it over with, but yeah, didn't want to slow the whole thing down. So down goes my Swampert, going up against this Medicham here, and I have no more shields. Dynamic Punch is doing quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and get off that Sky Attack here, and she has that shield now. We're both down to no shields. And down goes that Medicham. My Skarmory has a little health. Can I get off another? Nope. It goes down. So Infernape, like I said, hanging out in the back. So this is looking okay. She hits me with Fire Punch this time. And there you go. She did mess up last time. If she would have hit me with Fire Punch on my Skarmory, that would have been a much better situation for her in that last battle. So good game, Elliegantly. Now on to the next one here. And CopperCooper. So let's see. I'm going to start off with Swampert yet again because it's just such a safe choice. Able to get off that Surf extremely quick there. Was trying to switch and it just kind of messed up there. So look how fast Braylon goes down. This is why I did not put it on my team, because it is going to be extremely weak to flying types and just it goes down so quick you don't even have to use your charge move. So in comes this Skarmory. I'm going to hit it up with Sky Attack. That's basically all you're going to do. Now I'm going to show you towards the end, going up against Zanthred. I did mess up big time. I should have done my Sky Attack. Instead I went for some reason, Flash Cannon. Smart, right? Anyways, continuing on here, and I do believe I'm going to, use my shield because I did have all that energy gain. Don't want to waste that Sky Attack. And we're going to go for it, doing a good amount of damage to the Skarmory like usual. Skarmory versus Skarmory, and you were able to use doubles. I didn't go up against anybody who did, so it's alright. Bringing in the Infernape, I didn't want to do the switch because it could have been a little bit of a risk. I was in a comfortable situation still with Pokemon. Well, at least another one lying in wait. So no more shields here. It's going to hit me up with the Ice Punch. Infernape being fire type took it fairly well, but I was not able to get off my charge. Swampert already ready to go, and another one ready to go. So quick. Do you see that? So amazing. Love my Swampert so much. So that's the win for the first round there. Now let's go ahead and go into the second one here and see what we have going on. And it's going to be Medicham. Fairly good option to lead with unless they had a Skarmory, then you're going to be pretty stuck. Because if you do make that first switch, you're basically going to lose. Depending on your opponent, if they know what they're doing. If they do know the play, then yeah, if they switch, you're going to be able to just simply counter them and it's game over. So we're just going to match these Surfs out. And I do take the hit here, and I was able to get another one. I knew I was going to be able to survive with just a sliver of health there. Down goes the Medicham. And in comes the Skarmory. Not going to be able. Now Infernape comes in and he's like, nope, and I was like, nah. And I'm gonna switch. So now you're gonna be able to see how this switch works. The Marshtomp is in a good situation. I would personally go with Surf. Yeah, he should have went with Surf that first round. I think he just went with the Mud Bomb because it was his quickest move and he just wanted to get it off. I do still have a shield, so I'm in an extremely comfortable position here. Gonna go ahead and use that shield because I don't want to waste the energy yet again on my Sky Attack. And we're going to go ahead and take out that Marshtomp. In comes his Skarmory. And you know who's lying in wait next. And exactly. Do you see how well this Infernape helped me in this tournament? Now we're going to go ahead and get that Flamethrower. And it does over half damage. So Infernape for the win. Almost want to make it my buddy just for doing such a good job. Now we have ScarletWitch, folks. Let's go. All right. She's bringing in the Magneton. I'm basically going to... I'm in a good situation here. She's bringing in the Medicham. I'm going to go with Earthquake because I want to kind of play mind games. Usually people would do Surf, and that did so much damage. So got a lot of health off of that Medicham. Now we're going to go ahead and go with Surf. She's probably going to shield up here. Yep. So she can possibly get off another... Yep. Dynamic Punch, I would assume. Yeah, so Swampert takes that quite well, and I still have a Surf, and I'm able to get that off onto the Skarmory and break through the shield. Well, at least she didn't shield up, and then she shields this time. Had two of the Surfs ready to go, and another one so amazingly quick, that Swampert. So down it goes. Now I'm going to bring in my Infernape just to do a little bit of damage here, and I'm in a comfortable position. And look, she has Magneton, so it's pretty much game here for me. With another shield, we're going to do Flamethrower to that Magneton, and it's game. So that was the first round up against Scarlet there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the second one here. So this was extremely fun. So many people I was able to battle. Different trainers this time, so that made for some good content for you guys here. Now we're just going to go ahead and hit out that Surf. And going up against Skarmory, if you had Marshtomp or Swampert, you're pretty much going to be looking okay. Especially if you have Swampert, you're going to be able to get off those Surfs and take that Sky Attack fairly well. I did block because I do like to preserve my Swampert's health. I didn't get off the charge moves because watch what happens here. I saved him up. We have one Surf, two Surfs, and we're going to pretty much be at the third one almost, and then three. So just going like a madman, surfing over here, cowabunga, dude. All right, so she's going to take out my Swampert, and I'm going to go ahead, and that was a misplay. Whoops, did not mean to bring in Infernape, so I'm pretty much stuck, can't even switch here if some sort of situation happened. That was my bad. She's going to go ahead and hit me with Surf. I'm going to go ahead and continue on without using my charge because it didn't have that much health. Hitmonchan, I'm going to go ahead and hit up with Sky Attack, almost all the health, and that is game. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move on to the next trainer here, Zanthred. Oh boy. Getting a little nervous over here now. So let's see what we have. Marshtomp versus Swampert. See who gets off their Surf first, and that's going to be me. Like we discussed, it's always going to be able to get it off first if you're tapping correctly, unless you had some really bad lag. And going to go ahead and shield that first one and hit it up with another Surf. Because like I said, preserving that Swampert is within my best interest at this point. And he's going to do the Surf back, which does massive damage. That little Swampert, or should I say Marshtomp, is just a beast as well. And this is what really killed me here. I was unable to take him out before he got off another Surf, and I'm pretty much in the bad zone here. So we're going to bring in the Infernape, and switched out, and there you go. That is the example I was talking about. If you switch and they know what they're doing, you're pretty much done for. So that Medicham, I'm assuming, has Psycho Cut. It's doing a good amount of damage to my Infernape, and I was not able to get off that Flamethrower, which inevitably ruined this match for me. It was a good game, I'm just saying. If I was able to get off that Flamethrower, the tides might have been turned a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get off this last Sky Attack onto his Skarmory here, and he wins Skarmory versus Skarmory first match. So you may have remembered him from the last tournament. Let's go ahead and go into round 2 here. He did have the misplay on the last video that I did, but this time he was not playing any games, all right? And we discussed what happened to. Basically, he had his Pokemon lineup, and you have your 2 Pokemon that you can pick if you want to switch. He assumed one of them was in the same position, but he actually switched them around, and that's why he had his misplay on that last video. So anyways, going in here, Swampert versus Marshtomp again, and I'm going to go ahead and shield. I'm down to no shields anymore, because I just felt like I don't want to be stingy. He uses his shields, I'll use mine too, and then I'm able to get off these Surfs faster, so I'm somewhat in a comfortable position. But it was at this moment I realized I think I lost, because his Skarmory has his charge up faster than mine, and I have no more shields. He has no more shields. He's going to be able to take off my health more and more once he's able to get off those moves, and it's just going to be me losing towards the end here. So we're going to continue on. So there you go. As you can see, I realized right away what I did, and I messed up here. Why did I go for Flash Cannon? I have no idea. Whatever. So we're going to go in Medicham versus Medicham. Folks, take a look at how close this is. We're going. Got the Ice Punch. You do not want to go a Dynamic Punch against the Medicham because it's not very effective. Gonna get that Ice Punch yet again. Doing work. Look how much health. He's going to get his Ice Punch onto me here. Now, this is what you got to see right here. And I was thinking to myself, sweet, I have an opportunity to win another round. Nope, I was wrong. He survived with 1 health. He wins 2 in a row, and down I go. Ouch. Good game. All right, so this is going to be the final match here. And this was, I was a little nervous here because she did have a Breloom, and her team was fairly good. As you see in the beginning, I did put all of the trainers' teams there, so you're able to check that out. Go ahead and rewind it if you wanted to see that. I might probably double it up so it'll just continuously play with their teams. So we're going to go ahead and keep doing that Surf. Of course, we have the Marshtomp versus Swampert matchup. And we're just going to keep on doing the same old thing with the Surf, guys, and just wear them out. She did shield that up, and hitting me up, I did use my shield. If they use their shields, and all of them in the beginning, then I will more than likely do the same. It's just almost safe as far as just the play goes. So we're going to go ahead and enter with the Skarmory up against that Medicham, hitting me up with the Ice Punch, and just going to continue on here. She has the Skarmory. Now I was contemplating, should I bring in my Infernape? I don't think so. I went with the Flash Cannon because I thought it would do a little bit more damage, and it was already up, so I just did it anyway. Now we're going to go ahead and go with the Sky Attack with barely any health surviving there. And then she's going to finish me off with her Skarmory. And now the Infernape is going to put in work. Watch this. Alright, it took that out, but whatever's coming in next, I could be in big trouble. And going to go ahead and do that Flamethrower. No more shields, and down goes the Medicham. Infernape yet again helping me out in this situation. Now let's go ahead and go into round 2, folks. This is it. And like I said, I was a little nervous both of these rounds going up against her because her team was fairly rounded. So we're going to go ahead and go with Silph up against Wish Cash, Daddy Cash, as you can say. And going to just take the hit here because I realized it was extremely quick. And I was thinking, okay, it's probably not going to be the water attack. It's more than likely going to be Mud Bomb, so I can take the hit. Now I decide to, because I just want to survive just a little bit longer. And I'm thinking to myself, should I shield up? No, Mud Bomb's coming again. And we're just going to go ahead and go with that Silph too. And she uses both of her shields. I'm in a pretty comfortable situation here, getting another Silph off and still having a shield with her first Pokemon down. So we're looking great. Unable to get another Silph off here. Going to go ahead and enter with the Skarmory. Somewhat safe, although taking a lot of damage from that Silph. So I'm going to go ahead and shield that first one up. And now we're going to go ahead and go with that Sky Attack and do a lot of damage to that little guy there. Nothing I can do anymore except for take the hit. Skarmory takes it quite well. And then she's going to bring in her last Pokemon as Skarmory. So you already know what I have lastly. And hey, what did you see? That Infernape is just putting in work. And there it is. So there you have it, trainers. Pretty good stuff. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some pictures of the contestants and see what we have for the winners. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some pictures. These are all the contestants and trainers that were entering there. This is what it's all about, man. Like, the community, these tournaments, everybody having a good time. This was so amazing. I had so much fun. A little bit more than the last tournament because there's just so much more of a variety of people here. So Edgar Martinez right to the left, and then we have Zanthred, first place winner. He's giving up his Boulder badge because all of us who got first, second, and third, the same people last time. So that is Edgar Martinez, and you may have seen him in my PvP battles before. And then that's me handing over my Boulder badge to another trainer there who placed below us. And that's what we simply did. We weren't going to keep our badges for the second time around. We're going to hand them up, right? Because that's just the honorable thing to do. And then we have Bone Chip to the left, and the last trainer that I went up against with that last battle that we saw there, handing up his Boulder badge. So this was quite amazing. Good times. I'm going to go ahead and show you the places everybody took here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. All right, so here are the results. We have Zanthred coming in #1, which I do believe he deserves that big time. Such a good guy, good conversations and good battles as well. So I did place second. It does show me up there on third, but got tied with Bone Chip basically. I believe he's above me because of the alphabetical lettering. So there you go. And then here are all the other placements. Some good times, a lot of entries. So thank you for everybody coming out. Had an amazing time. Looking forward to the next tournament, the Twilight. Guys, this is going to be a lot different. A lot different than this time. It's Skarmory, Marshtomp. Yes, you're going to have your Pokemon that should be showing up quite a bit for the Twilight. The ones that you're definitely going to want to use. We've been over a few of them, but it's going to be amazing. So much fun, and I can't wait for it to happen. So I'd like to give a big shout out to all of the trainers that showed up. Thank you, everybody. It was good times. Can't wait to see you at the next tournament. And especially a big shout out to Elliegantly for just going yet again above and beyond and giving out amazing prizes, Boulder badges, handmade gifts, you know, the ones that you send to your friends. You know, it's these ones, she made these by hand, folks. A ton of them. Just so generous. But anyways, I mean, we're lucky to have this community here. And before we go, let's do a shiny check. What if it's shiny? Wouldn't that be something? No. Alrighty. Well, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, trainers, please give it a big thumbs up. Really appreciate all the support. And I'll be catching you all next time. But before we go, hold up. I have to show you something. Sneak peek for the next video. Kind of a little spoiler. Look at that Rayquaza. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you should, because, well, I have the image and you're going to see what I gave up for it. So with that said, thank you for watching, trainers, and now I'll be catching you all next time.